Hey everyone, Techni here with a mouse review, obviously, right? Now you all know we have reviewed many HK Gaming products on this channel, whether it be their keycaps, their keyboards, from the Hades to the Venus, to their mouse pads, and all those products have been absolutely fantastic. And that brings us right to their first mouse release right here, the HK Gaming Mira S. And as you can see, we do have all four available colors currently: the black, the white, the yellow or bumblebee, and then the orange and black or the pumpkin. Now come on, HK Gaming, come on, you know we need a red and black one here. But I mean, aesthetically, they all look fantastic. The colors really pop on the color ones over here with the black and then the color. My favorite is definitely the white one. It's really nice. The cable is also white right along it. Again, just crisp and clean. Minimal RGB on them. It's just a scroll wheel that lights up RGB. You can put it in a color cycle and or effect right there, and it also changes as far as your DPI whenever you're cycling. And as far as preset DPIs, you have 400, 800, 1600, 3200, 6400, and 10,000. Now there is also going to be software available for these mice to be able to get in there, adjust that as far as your RGB, your DPI, and all that stuff. But right now, currently as me reviewing these, the software is not active yet. So where I'd like to start right here with these mice, before we get into the size, the dimensions, and the weight, and all that stuff, I want to talk about the build. Y'all know I love a good, solid, quality product, right? And I've had a lot of bad experience with lightweight mice. But let me tell you what, with the Mira S right here, this thing is stinking solid. No flex anywhere on the sides. I press on the bottom, I can't activate the DPI button. I press on the side, super hard, no activation, no flex whatsoever. If I get any sort of movement, it's up here on button 1 or 2, but again, I really got to lay into those to make them move. If I get my fingers on them and press them, they don't budge one bit. So I was really curious, how the heck did they get this build so solid? Again, with my previous experience with other mice that are real flexy and everything as far as a lightweight. So I went ahead and took this apart, popped off the shell, and as you can see in here, look at all those main flex points that we see in other mice. There's reinforcements on it, whether it be on the bottom, on the sides right here, and it's just all around. Even up here by your 1 and 2 where you'd really get a tight grip, you have that extra reinforcement up there, which again, it is extremely solid. But now, as far as my 4 copies right here, I did have one fault with my black version here, is the scroll wheel is a little bit rattly. It's not drastic by any means, but again, you can kind of see and feel it move, and you do hear it. But again, out of 4 of them, that is the only thing I experienced wrong with any of them. Now, as far as the weight stating 61 grams right here, on multiple of my scales, I kept getting around 64 to 65 grams. So I guess the 61 grams is without the cable. And as far as the shape, the Mira S, the S standing for small. Yes, it is small, but it really works as far as that fingertip or claw grip right there. I mean, you can flick and dip this thing all over the place. I was playing some Warzone the other day and just spinning around, and I play at a 400 DPI, and I had a great time playing with it. It's really spot on and precise. And the best way for me to explain the shape of the Mira S right here is a G Pro wireless mini. Like a lot of you might be thinking like, oh, this might be like a Hottie mini or something like that. Not at all. 100% G Pro wireless mini to a T. Because again, if any of you use the G Pro wireless, the hump is kind of like not fully to the back, but a little bit more in the back right there. That's exactly where I get the Mira S here. Like I can actually rest my hand on the Mira S. It's a little thin on the sides for me, but again, I can rest it right there. A spitting image, no joke. If you've ever had your hand on the G Pro wireless and you said, man, it's a little bit too big for me, this is what you have. I'm telling you, G Pro wireless mini right here. Now, if it is too small for you, HK Gaming will also be coming out with the Mira M, which I guess is gonna stand for medium, which we will also be covering as well. Hopefully that'll be here within a couple weeks, and we'll cover that one as well. And if it's as quality as this, but a little bit bigger, Wow, I mean, that thing's gonna stay on my desk. All right, so I'm not sure if I should have put this into the build or the shape right here, but anyways, talking about the honeycomb all the way around this mouse right here, you all know I'm not a big fan of holes on the side of my mice. They just start hurting my finger. I grip my mice kind of tight, right, and they start bothering my fingers over time. But really nice thing on the Mira S, as you can see, it's not just that basic honeycomb right there, it's stretched out a little bit, which makes it a lot more smoother on your fingers, preventing your finger fatigue, again, going into those holes and really bothering you. But the cool thing about it is they also come with grips in the box right here. One for your 1 and 2, and then for your sides. And I use the grips on the side right here, and wow, they are fantastic. The cool thing about these grips as well is a little bit firmer than some other grips I have used. They are very soft and a rubber coating and everything, and they feel amazing on us, and it really just completed the mouse for me. Now, talking about performance and use on the mouse, we're using the PMW 3360 sensor, absolutely spot on. Our feet are PTFE feet, and they actually raise up out of the little sockets where they sit in right there, so you don't get any of that scrapey sound or that drag or anything. Now, it kind of weirds me out. It looks like we've got a circle cut out for a foot in the middle or a skate in the middle right there, but it did not include one. I'm not too sure about that. It would have been nice to have one in there, but again, still with the size and the weight of this thing, you don't get any drag whatsoever. Now, as far as the cable, they're marketing it as a paracord light cable, and it is a little bit stiffer than your basic paracord. What I would compare this to is pretty much exactly like the Viper Mini cable, if any of you have felt that before. Again, it's not loose, it's not stiff, it's pretty good right there. Give it some time to break in and you'll be good to go. You also have gold-plated connectors on the USB right here. And heck, if you're interested in paracord on the Mira S, very easy. 2 screws right on the bottom right there, and then it clips into the front. You pull it out, bam, and it's right there. As you can see, you have the little notch in the front for your cable to sit in, and it pulls out right underneath your PCB, and it slides right up there. So super easy paracord job if you wanted to do that. All right, so all in all, my thoughts of the HK Gaming Mira S right here. Talking about black and white coming at 49 bucks. The colored ones coming at 59 bucks. Wow, what an awesome mouse at that price. We're all used to glorious Model O. You all know my opinion on that. It's just, let's not even talk about that. You can go watch my videos on those anyways. But talking 49 bucks right here. This is fantastic. We've seen a lot of honeycomb mice, right? And there's been a lot of problems leading up to it. I feel like now we're finally kind of nailing it down. We saw the problems before, and this is what we're getting right here. Finally, a nice solid product. But hey, let me know what you think about the Mira S right down there. Do you have it pre-ordered or are you using it, and what do you think about it? Is it that shape you've been looking for? Again, that G Pro wireless as I keep going on right here. But hey, I hope I answered some of your questions if you're looking into the Mira S right here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for the future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.